it's off season now, and I'm pretty off my diet. No, I'm not really dieting that hard now. I'm eating whatever the fuck I want to eat, and then I feel like when I do these things, I'm telling myself like you have to take 3 to 4 steps back before you can take 6 to 8 steps forward. Like you have to stay down first before you can get up. That's my I don't know, that's my philosophy. Some of you guys can just do it consistently. I respect that. But I feel like I'm the type of guy that I have to go low first. I gotta go down first. I gotta stay down and then gotta come back up. Because one thing is just to train myself and how I deal with failure, like how I look at failure, my relationship with failure. Because if you want a lot, let's say you're a young dude and you've been winning your whole life, and one day you just fail and you just fall. Some people, the people that win all the time, they they don't they don't know how it feels like to lose, and then most of them just give up. They're like, oh fuck, I lost. Then they give up. But imagine me, like, I've been like losing my whole life. I mean, I'm not, I didn't lose my whole life, but I wasn't the best, so I was always like failing a lot. And I realized, even though I failed a lot, I learned how to deal with failure. And that's the most important thing. You have to be resilient. Like, no matter what happens, no matter how many failures that life throws at me, like, I won't give up. I might retreat, but I won't give up. My relationship with failure is amazing. Like even though if I lose, I'm like, okay, whatever. On to the next, man. Give me the next one. Yeah, sure. It's of course I have to learn from the loss as well, but it doesn't like make me give up, if you know what I mean. Like, okay, I lost the race. Yeah, but I'm focused on the next race. Like I forget about this one like immediately, except for the lessons, of course. But yeah, I feel like some people, if you've been winning your whole life and then you lose and then you just quit for like forever. There are some people like that. Like, they can't handle failure because they've been winning ever since they were kids. But for me, I didn't have it easy. I had to lose a lot of times before I could like win like a district title. Like, we call it MSSD in Malaysia. Like, I trained so hard and I lost so many times. And then my final year, like in high school, I got like 3 golds. And that was the best moment ever, man. Even though it was just like a district competition against schools. But leading up to that, when I was like Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, for 4 years I've been getting my ass whooped by like all the other kids. I got like silver or bronze. And in the final year, when I performed well and I got 3 gold, and I was like, shit. It's Even though it's small, it just felt so worth it. I was like, yeah. When I won that gold medal in the 1500 meters race, that was the best feeling ever, man. I couldn't describe it. Like, all the work that I did paid off. It paid off. It felt so good. And yeah, I'm trying to duplicate that now, with COVID going away now, and I can focus on sport. And there's really no excuse for me except for me fucking up. I can really give no excuse anymore. And yeah, and no matter what, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna quit, like, ever. Like, I couldn't imagine quitting. Like, what are you gonna do after you quit? Like, your life is so short, especially as an athlete. After 40 or after 50, we're not gonna perform as well anymore. I don't know, man, but that might be a limiting belief. But hey, let's see where technology brings us. Maybe like your peak shape might be 40 or 50 in like 20, 30 years. But as of now, when technology is still like shit, I guess we can just expect. Because my dad says like you peak at like 27, 28. But imagine what if you peaked, if you said you peaked at 35. Like, if you just made a paradigm shift. Like, everybody's saying, oh, you peak at 28. But no, like, you're programming me. I can just say, no, I peak at 35, I peak at 40. if you think about it that way, like I'm 20 now, like I still have a long way from my athletic career. So I take the right steps, I take the small wins, and do everything else, all the small things right. Then eventually, I think I'll be amazing athlete. Even if I won't be the best, I'll be a good one, and that's good enough, because I don't have the best genetics, and yeah, I mean, if God doesn't give you good genetics, man, you just gotta work as hard. You gotta work harder. You gotta work harder than the talented people. You gotta use your brain more. You gotta think about ways that you can beat your more talented opponents, because you're not gonna beat them with genetics. Yeah, I mean, some people they diet less and they still run so much faster. Well, you're not them. You gotta do the work, and I don't mind doing the work, because if I win because I did the work, it will be more worth it. It will be more worth it. If I was talented, man, and I just won the race and I didn't put in the work, then like I knew I didn't do the work, I wouldn't feel happy about it. The people that feel happy are the ones that knew they put in all the work, they sacrificed so many things, and when they got that, they're like, yes, this is what I worked for. That was the feeling I felt 2020 March, February or March, when I was racing. That was the feeling. I still remember it. Like, I still remember it. The best feeling ever. I want to go back to those days, man. In fact, those shouldn't be my best days. My best days are ahead of me, and I still think I can perform extremely well. But of course, I gotta start dieting too. Stop eating shitty food. But yeah, today was a bad diet day. Honestly, I ate a lot of shit. But yeah, you gotta take 2 steps back before you can take 5 steps forward. You know. And I'm just trying to cultivate a good relationship with failure, and say it's okay to fail, but you must know why you fail. You must learn from the failure, and even if you fail again, you just say, oh, okay, just failure. I'm not gonna let it stop me. I'm still gonna keep moving forward. I'm not gonna let a loss stop me from doing what I want to do. I'm not gonna let a loss stop me from waking up tomorrow. I'm still gonna move, man. I'm still gonna move forward. Keep moving forward. And yeah, you gotta be resilient that way. But that's just me. But yeah. And yeah, what was the saying again? Okay, what lessons I learned today? I think my dad was like, he said something about like, everybody has an agenda, and you gotta be careful. Like, why you gotta know what other people's intentions are. Like, if some random dude, like maybe my old friend, he just texts me out of nowhere, you gotta be thinking, okay, what's this guy's intention? What is he trying to get out of me from texting me? There must be a reason, right? He's not gonna be like a random dude just gonna text you for no reason, right? Unless he's a really good dude that wants to check up on you, then that's cool. But usually, 8 or 9 times out of 10, people want something out of you. That's why they text you on Instagram or WhatsApp or whatever. So yeah, everyone has an agenda, and you have to find out what the agenda is. Even if they give you something, they buy you lunch, they buy you dinner, they're kind of expecting something in return. Like, even for me, like, I mean, I buy people lunch and dinner to actually, because I want to. I feel good when I give them, but it also, in a selfish sense, like, if I ever do need help, they might think of me like, oh, he paid. If they're like, okay, are good people, like, they might think, oh, okay, man, I mean, he always buys us lunch, and yeah, I'm gonna help him out. Like, if I really do need help, most of the times I don't need help, but if I do need it, then maybe they can help me. So yeah, that's in a way, it's both sides. I do it because I can, and I enjoy giving other people. I feel good when I give. But there's another side is like, yeah, if I get into trouble, they might be able to help me. So it's both sides, and you can't ignore both sides. You can't just say, oh, I just do it because I love giving to them, Yeah, I'm a giver. But no, because there's another side there, that there is an interest for you to do that, because they might help you out. They might help you back in the future. So yeah, knowing people's agendas is really important. Even like a few months ago, I was meeting this client. He's like, you have to know, like, he was talking about me, like, about agendas, and I told him that my agenda was that I wanted to learn. That's why I was entertaining him. That's why I was like texting him back and forth about, he was trying to look for a house to buy, and he didn't want to deal with other agents because he's afraid that other people might undercut him. But because I'm like a junior agent, I'm like a inexperienced agent, I couldn't really famous him or trick him into buying a house, because I wasn't experienced enough to be capable of those tricks. So he's like, okay, this amateur, even though he's inexperienced, but he has the best interest. He has my best interest in mind, and that's why he can help me. That's why I'm like meeting him tomorrow, and we're gonna go for a project to look for a project, to see a project in a sales gallery. And yeah, most likely I think I'm gonna close him. I think the deal is done, because he wants to work with me. And yeah, we were just transparent. We were like, yeah, I don't have to like keep texting you and keep asking you to go out for appointments, but it's my first project case, so I might as well just learn something and just do it. And yeah, through you I can learn. And he was like, yeah, of course, because you're an inexperienced, but you give me a good service. You seem like you want to help me. And yeah, and that's how I got my first sale in selling a project. But yeah, that's out of topic. But yeah, you just whenever you meet someone, you gotta know what their agendas are. What's their intention of talking to you, what's their intention of doing this, what's their intention of giving you a gift. Do they expect something in return? So yeah, you gotta think those things. That's a life skill. That's what my dad taught me today, while we were eating like roti canai in Mamak's store. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's 1:30. Shit, I should be sleeping now. But it's off season. I can sleep late a bit. But after off season, I gotta be back. I gotta start getting my shit together and be more disciplined. Time doesn't wait for anyone, and if I really want it, I gotta do the right things. And I know what to do. I just need a discipline to do it. And yeah, you guys can hold me accountable too. Like, if you guys see me in my future videos, if I'm not eating right, if I'm saying that I'm not eating right, or you see I'm looking a little bit fat on my face or whatever, you guys can just comment down, you look fat, bro. And I'm like, shit, then I'll feel bad. I'll do a different action, and I'll try to diet more. So yeah, don't hesitate to do that. I appreciate honest feedback. I like it when people are honest with me, because through honest feedback, through brutal honesty, that's how you can improve. I've never been to the army before. Never been in national service. By the way, those that born in 2007 in Malaysia, you guys gotta go through national service, man. Good luck, man. I wish I had to go through that. I wish I could go through that. I wish I could go through the discipline, because I feel like I'm not disciplined enough, and I gotta work on it. So you guys can hold me accountable if you want to. Comment down below whatever thing you think it's constructive criticism, or you can just flame me. I like getting flamed, even if it's not true, as long as it gets me forward, as long as it gets me into action and in a positive way, then just comment it. Comment for the algo. But yeah, 300 subscribers. A long way to go. Enjoying the day, enjoying it while it's still 300 subscribers. It doesn't have to get that big yet. You know, I hope it stays this way forever. 301 subscribers. You know, and I just keep making videos every single day. That would be cool, man. Imagine we just could freeze the subscribers at 301, and you guys should just watch my videos. Like, the world doesn't need to know about it yet. The world doesn't need to know about it. So I hope it grows slower. You know, it's growing a bit too fast. You know, if I reach to 1,000, I might need to slow down a bit. So, yeah, but thank you guys for the constant support and the comments. It means a lot, and it means a lot to me as well. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you. Good night.